In our previous lesson, we learned how to design software screens. But have you ever wondered what really happens when you click the Save button? Imagine you are entering a new client's information into an ERP system. You type the client's name, address, contact number, and financial year-end. Everything looks perfect, and then you click Save. Within a second, a message appears saying, "Data saved successfully." Although it looks simple, many things happen behind the scenes. First, the software checks whether all required fields have been completed. Then it verifies that the information is valid. After that, the screen sends the data to the database, where it is safely stored. Finally, the database confirms that everything has been saved and the success message appears. Every time you click Save, the screen and the database communicate with each other in just a fraction of a second. Think of software like a restaurant. You are the customer, the screen is the waiter, and the database is the kitchen. When you place an order, the waiter takes your request to the kitchen. The chef prepares the food, and the waiter brings it back to your table. The waiter never cooks the food, and the customer never enters the kitchen. Software works in exactly the same way. The screen collects information from the user and sends it to the database. The database stores, processes, or retrieves the information, and then sends the result back to the screen. This is why users only interact with screens, while the database quietly performs all the work behind the scenes. Without the screen, users cannot communicate with the system, and without the database, the software cannot remember anything. Almost every business software, whether it is an accounting system, ERP, hospital management system, or audit software, performs four basic operations known as CRD. The first is create, which means adding a new record, such as registering a new client or employee. The second is read, which means retrieving information by searching or viewing existing records. The third is update, which means modifying existing information, such as changing a client's address or updating an employee's salary. The fourth is delete, which means removing unnecessary or incorrect records. These four operations form the foundation of almost every software application in the world. Whenever you use software, you are almost always performing one or more of these four basic activities. The biggest lesson from today is that software is not just about beautiful screens or powerful databases. The real value comes from connecting them correctly. Every screen should know where its information comes from and where it will be stored. Every button should have a clear purpose, whether it is saving, searching, updating, or deleting information. As a software architect, your job is not to write code, but to design how users interact with the system and how information flows between the screen and the database. Once you understand this relationship, designing business software becomes much easier. In our next lesson, we will learn how software transforms thousands of records into meaningful reports, dashboards, and key performance indicators that help managers make better business decisions.